Now see, we'll start with easy sums. That is question number 1 of exercise 7.1. Find the volume of cone. Find the volume of cone if the radius of its base is 1.5 centimeter. That is, R is given 1.5 and its perpendicular height is 5 centimeter. Here, for a cone, radius is given, height is given. You have to find the volume. See, first we'll write the given part. For cone, given for cone, radius that is R is 1.5 centimeter and height that is H is 5 centimeter. To find volume of cone. So we'll start the solution. That is, first write formula. Formula for the volume of cone is 1 by 3 pi R square H. So we'll substitute the value is equal to, volume of cone is equal to 1 by 3, which is constant value, multiply by pi will take 22 upon 7, multiply by R is given 1.5 into 1.5 multiply by H is 5. So 3 ones are 3, 0.5 equal to 1.5. So now what we'll do, we'll multiply this number 1 into 22, multiply by 0.5, multiply by 1.5, multiply by 5 in the working column, 22 into 0.5, multiply by 1.5, multiply by 5. So when you multiply that, I get 82.5 upon 7. Now when you divide this 82.5 upon 7, you get 11.785. So here I have to take only 2 decimal place. That means I will take the approximate value. See now, 11.785. Now the last digit, third digit after decimal is 5. So students, remember, if the third digit is 1, 2, 3, 4, between 1, 2, 3, 4, you have to write 11.78 as it is. But if it is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then 11.7 in place of 7, 8, I will write 7, 9. Once again, I will tell you, we have to take only 2 decimal place, that is approximate value. So the third decimal place digit we have to check whether if it is 1, 2, 3, 4, you keep this 7, 8 as it is, same. But if it is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so in place of 7, 8, you make it 7, 9. So 11.79, as you are finding the volume, the answer will come in terms of cubic centimeter. That is, volume of cone will be 11.79 cubic centimeter. That comes to approximate value. Now students, we will start with question number 10. Now you can see the figure 7.13. In figure, it shows a toy which has 2 parts. That is, its lower part is a hemisphere. You can see the lower portion is a hemisphere and the upper part is a cone. You can see this upper part is a cone, right? Means a toy is made up of 2 parts. The lower part is hemisphere and the upper part is cone. Find the volume and surface area. Both you have to find the volume and surface area of the toy from the given measures. It is also given that take pi as 3.14. So we will substitute 3.14 for pi. Now you can see the upper portion is a cone where you can see this height. It is perpendicular. So H is 4. You can also see this radius, that is 3 centimeter. So first I will find the slant height, that is L. And you can see these both have same basis. You can see this circular part, hemisphere as well as cone has the same base. So I will write here, a toy is made up of cone and hemisphere. Also, they have equal bases, which I explained you now in the figure. This is all given part I am writing. So here we know for cone H height is given 4 centimeter and radius is 3 centimeter. So I will find out L first. So the formula is L square will be R square plus H square. That is R is 3 square, H is 4 square. 3 square is 9 plus 4 square is 16. So 9 plus 16 will be 25. That is L square. So by taking square root, I get L will be 5 centimeter. So I got slant head as 5 centimeter. Now see, I want to find curved surface area of toy. So curved surface area of cone plus curved surface area of hemisphere. I will add these both. So I will get the surface area of the toy. I want to find volume as well as surface area. So formula for curved surface area of cone is pi RL and for hemisphere is 2 pi R square. So you can see here again pi and pi is common. So first I will take pi common here. As well as you can see R, and here we have R square. So I will take R common here. Pi and R both are common. Now from here pi and R is common, L is left, plus 2 is constant, I'll take 2. I got pi here as common. R square means we have 2R, R into R. So I took 1R common here, only 1R is left. So now I'll substitute the value. The value of pi is given in the question to take as 1.34. So I will take 1.34 into radius is 3. In bracket L I found slanted as 5 centimeter. Plus 2 is constant value, multiply by radius is 3. So I will simplify now. 3.14 I will keep as it is. Multiply by 3 also same. Now see 5 plus 2 3s are 6. So finally 3.14 multiply by 3 multiply by 5 plus 6 will be 11. Now when I multiply this I get 103.62 centimeter square. This is my surface area of the toy. Now I want to find the volume. So volume of toy, the formula will be, that is volume of toy will be equal to volume of cone plus volume of hemisphere. So formula for volume of cone is 1 by 3 pi R square H plus the formula for volume of hemisphere is 2 by 3 pi R by R cube. So again see, we can see here. Now students, what we will do here, we will substitute the value. You can also do by taking common, but here it is convenient if you substitute the value. See what I will do. 1 by 3 I will keep as it is same. Multiply by pi also I will keep as it is same. Multiply by R is 3. So 3 square. Multiply by H, the height was 4. Plus 2 by 3 I will keep same. Multiply by pi also I will keep as it is. Multiply by R is 3. So 3 cube. R cube means 3 cube. For cone and for hemisphere. Now see what I'll do. 1 into pi will be pi upon 3. Pi multiplied by 1 will be pi upon 3 I'll keep as it is. Multiply by 3 square will be 9. Multiplied by 4. Plus again see 2 by 3 I'll keep same. Pi also same. Multiply by 3 square, 3 cube will be 27. Now see I can cancel this. 3 1s are 3 3s are 9. 3 1s are 3 3s are 3 1s are 3 9s are. So see what I get now. Here pi is left. 3 into 4, 12. 3 into 4, 12. Pi remains same. Plus 9 twos are 18. Again pi is left. See, once again I will explain. This is the formula for volume of cone. 1 by 3 pi r square h, plus for volume of hemisphere we have 2 by 3 pi r cube. So see, I have substituted the values. 1 by 3 I am keeping same. Pi also I kept same. R is 3, so 3 square multiplied by h means height is 4, plus 2 by 3 same. Pi also I kept same as it is. The value of r is 3, so 3 cube. So I have simplified this now. See, again pi into 1 will be pi, upon 3 I kept as it is, multiply by 3 square will be 9, multiply by 4 I am keeping same, plus again 2 upon 3 into pi will be 2 upon 3 pi, multiply by 3 cube will be 27. 3 ones are 3 nines are 3 ones are 3 threes are 9, 3 ones are 3, 3 nines are 27. So see, 3 fours are 12, pi as it is, plus again 2 nines are 18, pi as it is. Now you can see here 12 pi is common, so I will take here 12 plus 18 in bracket. This is 18 and pi common. So 12 plus 18 will be 30. 30 multiplied by the value of pi is given 3.14. When I multiply these, I get 94.2 centimeter cube as it is volume. So students, what we have done, a toy was given made up of two parts, lower part hemisphere, upper part cone. For cone, height was given, radius was given. So by formula I found out slant height. Then we have to find first surface area of the toy. So I use the formula for finding the surface area of the toy. First I use surface area of cone plus surface area of hemisphere, and then we have to find the volume of the toy, total volume of toy, that is. So what I did, I used the formula for volume of cone plus volume of hemisphere. Now see, we'll start with again very easy sum, that is question number 2. Find volume of sphere. You have to find the volume of sphere if diameter is given 6 centimeter. So given, say, well, given sphere diameter is 6 centimeter. So we know we have to find radius. So radius will be half of the diameter, d divided by 2. That is 6 upon 2 will be 3 centimeter. Now we have to find the volume. So first we'll write formula. Formula, that is volume of sphere will be 4 by 3 pi r cube. So volume will be 4 by 3 is the constant value, multiply by pi. Now here you take 3.14 multiply by r, radius is we got 3. So 3 into 3 into 3. So 3 and 3 gets cancelled. So 4 multiplied by 3.14 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3, you get 113.04 cubic centimeter. Once again I will tell, see, 4 by 3 multiplied by pi, I took 3.14 multiplied by radius is 3, so 3 into 3 into 3, 3 cube, 3 cancelled, 3 3s are 9, 9 4s are 36, 36 into 3.14 will be 113.04 cubic centimeter. Now I took here 3.14 for convenience, because if I take 22 upon 7, again 22 by 7, if we take 7 in the denominator is not divisible by any of this number. So for the convenience we can take 3.14. Now we'll move on to sum number 12. I will first read the question to you, then I will explain the diagram. A cylindrical glass contains water. Now you can see this is a cylindrical glass container which contains water. You can see this is water. A metal sphere of diameter is given. Diameter 2 centimeter. The diameter of a metal sphere, you can see this is the metal sphere that is immersed in the water, and diameter of this sphere is 2 centimeter. Now find the volume of the water. Now here pi is not given. The value of pi is not given. Now see students, all the markings in the textbook are given very clearly. If you see, this is a cylindrical glass where the level of water is still here. See, the markings are given from the bottom. It's not filled up to the brim. It's filled till here. And the height of this water, not the cylinder, the height of this water is given 30 centimeter. And again, you can see the diameter 14 centimeters. You can see the marking. The diameter is given here 14. That is the base of the cylinder. So you know the radius will be 7. For this, half of 14 will be 7. And diameter for sphere is given 2. So half of 2 will be 1. Now you have to find the volume of water present in it. So it's very easy. What we will do? To find the volume of water in glass, what we will do? We will subtract the volume of glass containing water minus volume of ball. So what we will do? First we will write the given part, that is for glass. This will become easy for you. For glass, for this cylindrical glass, the height is given 30 centimeter and diameter is given, you can see, 14 centimeter. So I will find radius. Radius we know, that is d divided by 2. Half of 14 will be 7 centimeter. Now glass is done. Now I will go for the ball, that is for sphere. Here diameter is given, so we will denote it as d1, that is given 2 centimeter. So you know r1 will be d1 upon 2, that is 2 upon 2 will be 1 centimeter. Now students, when we immerse the sphere in this glass, the level of water will rise, and when you remove this sphere, we know the level of water will come down. So water in, this is the cylindrical glass, present will be equal to, you know, volume of glass contains water minus volume of sphere. That is, the volume of water will be volume of glass containing water minus volume of sphere. Now I will substitute the value. See, volume of glass container. Now glass is cylindrical in shape, so the formula for volume of cylinder is pi r square h minus volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So here r we denoted as r1. So now what we will do? We will take only pi common here and r. Now radius, that is of this cylinder, is 7. So 7 square multiplied by h. The height of this is given 30. So 30 minus again 4 by 3 common. Pi 4 by 3 is a constant value. Pi we took common. R1 is 1 cube. That comes to 1 only. 1 cube will be 1. And when you multiply 1 by 4 upon 3, the answer remains 4 upon 3 only. So what I'll do? Again see, pi I will keep as it is. 7 square is 49 multiplied by 30 minus 4 by 3, because when you multiply it by 3, 1 cube will be 1 only, and 4 upon 3 multiply 1 becomes 4 upon 3. So here again pi we will keep same. 49 multiplied by 3, 30. 49 multiplied by 30 will be 49 3s is 147 and 0 is same. 49 multiplied by 3 will be 147, 0 remains same, minus 4 upon 3. Now here you can use the cross multiplication method because the denominators are not same, or by LCM method. So 1470 multiplied by 3, cross multiplied, 1470 multiplied by 3, pi remains same. When you multiply this, you get 4410 minus 4 ones are 4 upon 3 ones are 3 remains same. See, I have cross multiplied. Now 1140 minus 4 will be, see here, is equal to, pi remains same. Pi remains same. When you subtract, you get 4406 upon 3. Now when you divide this, you get 1468.66 pi. Cubic centimeter. Now if you see in the textbook, the answer is till here. So now if you want further, you can substitute the value of pi as 3.14 and you can get the further answer. Now some students, they have made correction and they are taking this sum as water is filled up to the brim and they are solving it. That is also right, but if we solve as per the textbook, the water is not filled up to the brim. Now see students, the sum which I explained previously can also be solved in this manner, because in few reference book you can see it is given that the water is filled up to the brim. So now if you consider the height of the full cylindrical glass is 30 centimeter and this is the sphere. Now when sphere is immersed in water, we know the volume of water displaced will be equal to volume of sphere. Means what? See, I'll tell you. Now when water is filled up to the brim, if you immerse the sphere, we know the level of water will rise and then the water will come out, the water will be displaced. Now how much water will be displaced, you know? Exactly the volume of the sphere. Whatever is the volume of the sphere, that much water will be displaced. So when sphere is immersed in water, volume of water displaced will be equal to volume of the sphere. So now what we will do, see, volume of water now present in glass will be equal to volume of water which was present in the beginning and minus volume of the water displaced. In this manner also you can do. Then you have to first find the volume of the volume of cylindrical glass minus volume of sphere. You will exactly get how much water is present now in the glass. So now what we'll do, first we will find the volume of cylinder using the formula, that is pi r square h. So when I substitute the value, I get the answer 1470 pi centimeter cube. Then I have to find the volume of sphere, that is the formula is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So when I substitute the value, I get the answer 1.33 pi cubic centimeter. See here, volume of water present minus volume of water displaced, means that is the water will be displaced exactly as the volume of the sphere. So when I subtract these both values, I get exactly 1 1468.67 pi cubic centimeter, which exactly matches 1468.67 pi cubic centimeter, which is exactly the same as we did, as I explained you in the previous method. Students, now we'll begin with question number 9. That is, you can see a cylindrical wrapper of flat tablets. You can see this exterior part that is cylindrical in shape, and it is a wrapper of the tablets. Inside, see, flat tablets are there, that is also cylindrical in shape. This is shown. The radius of the tablet, you can see these tablets which are given inside, the radius is 7 millimeter, and its thickness, means height, is 5 millimeter. How many such tablets are wrapped in the wrapper? So you can see this wrapper is cylindrical in shape, where the diameter is given 14 millimeter. So diameter is 14, means radius will be 7, half of 14 is 7. Again we can see the full height of the cylindrical wrapper is given, that is 10 centimeter in terms of centimeter. This is millimeter. So we'll convert this centimeter into millimeter. So 10 centimeter will be 100 millimeter. So now students, what we'll do, first we'll write the given part very clearly. If you write the given part clearly, you can easily solve the sum, because we have to divide tablets, number of, that is volume of wrapper divided by volume of tablet, will give you exactly how many tablets are present in the, we can wrap in the wrapper. So see, I have written the given part, that is for tablet, radius is 7 millimeter, which is given. Thickness means we'll consider as height, that is 5 millimeter, which is given, see in the question. The radius of tablet is 7 millimeter and thickness means height is 5 millimeter. Now you see here for the cylindrical wrapper, diameter is 14, so radius will be 7, and the height is 100 millimeters. So see, for wrapper I am writing given part, diameter is 14 millimeter. So again we have here also radius, so I will consider this as radius 1. So 14 by 2 will be 7 millimeters. Height is 10 centimeter. So that means it is 100 millimeters. Now we have to find out how many tablets can be wrapped in the wrapper, that is we have to divide it. So see, number of tablets wrapped in the wrapper will be equal to volume of wrapper divided by volume of tablet. The formula for that is we are using for the cylinder, that is pi r square r1. For wrapper we are taking r1, so pi r1 square h upon pi r square h. You can see pi and pi gets cancelled down. Now I will substitute the value for it. See, r1 is 7, r square means 7 into 7, multiply by 100. Pi we cancel down, r square h is left, r is 7, h is 100. Again see, pi was cancelled, r square, so here for tablet radius is 7, so 7 into 7, height is 5, thickness means height is 5. 7, 7, 7, 7 cancelled, 5 ones are 5 20s. So 20 tablets we can wrap in the cylindrical wrapper. We will not use here a formula for curved surface or total surface, because we have to wrap the tablets in the cylindrical wrapper. So here we will use the formula for volume.